Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all are having a great day so far. So today we are hopefully going to be completing our Nintendo Entertainment System Disassembly Series by first taking a closer look at this board, which houses the power switch and the reset button, as well as, like I said before, hopefully completing the reassembly of the Nintendo Entertainment System console. If for whatever reason I do not end up completely reassembling it, since things happen, I will probably divide this video similar to how I divided the previous video in part A and B. Thinking about it, that's probably what I'm going to do. So something that I forgot to mention in the previous video is that there is this plastic cover here, which if you turn over this back plate, take your pointer and thumb fingers, squeeze on either side of this plastic cover, you can go ahead and remove it. However, there is still this plastic piece which covers any kind of expansion that this console may have had. Not really sure why they did this, but it is what it is. So, proceeding with taking a closer look at this board, which houses the power button and the reset switch. If we take this cable, which is connecting to the board, move it a little bit over to the left, we can see that in the bottom right corner of this board, there is a Phillips head screw, as well as in the bottom left corner of this board, on this metal rail, to the left of this lead housing, we have another Phillips head screw. Let's go ahead and remove them and take a closer look at the other side of this board. It would be at this point, if you so desired, you would be able to remove all the components and maybe give this area a quick clean, remove the dusts. That would be nice. Okay. Removed both of those screws. Now, if we wiggle this board back and forth, we would be able to pull the board towards the back of the console and gently remove it. And here we can see the other side of the board. It's pretty simple. Over here we have the contacts, which are connected to this connector cable, as well as the other soldering points, which are just holding this metal piece to the back of the board as well. Considering whether or not I want to actually disassemble the switches themselves, because they are made of this soft, sort of brittle plastic material that is clipped in on each side. There are 3 clips. So if you took a small flathead screwdriver, you would be able to lift those tabs, and through not insignificant effort, you would be able to remove these caps and take a look at the inside. Maybe if I revisit this series, I will take a closer look at that. But for now, I don't think I would like to do that at this time. Let's go ahead and move this board back to where it belongs and begin the reassembly process, starting with this board. Hopefully we'll be able to screw it back into place, back into these plastic posts. Hand tight at first, then tightening down afterwards. Something that you want to keep in the back of your mind while you are doing this process is that screwing these screws back into their posts should feel more or less effortless. You should not be feeling very strong resistance, because if you are, then that can possibly indicate that you are rethreading these posts on the inside, and that can damage the posts over time. I would not recommend reassembling this or any other console that uses plastic posts with significant torque. You would want to use the original screw bosses and hope that they go into the post as seamlessly as possible. So moving on from there, due to work pressures, I have not taken a look at this in a while, so this is going to be a journey, certainly. Yeah. For just out of caution of doing something silly, I am going to pause the video here and come back in just a minute. It's probably going to be in a second part, just so I can reevaluate the process I'm going to be approaching here.